Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. I really do need to remember to bring a lint roller up here because I am currently covered in cat hair. 4, 3, heels up, right, then left, right and left. So just a nice gentle lift of your heels. Start to wake up your ankles, stretch out the bottom of your foot on both sides. 4, 3, we're gonna swing the right leg. So start with just a nice gentle swing. And you can start to make it bigger as you feel more comfortable. And if you need to hold on to something, you absolutely can. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. So just little swings front to back. And I always tell people base this on how your leg is feeling today. I'm keeping mine kind of low. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. So out and in, so it's just a swing and a little bit of a cross. And you can just do a tap and a tap. That's okay too. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. So out and in. If you need to hold on to something, it's just out with a little swing. 4, 3, 2, good. Switch legs, heel down, toe up. Just nice, good hip circles. 4, 3, 2, change direction. Keeping that hip right next to your side. 4, 3, 2, switching sides. So heel down, toe up. Nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, change direction. 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center. Hinge it forwards. Bring it up. Now sit down. Nice, good squat. Stand back up. Good. Hinge it forwards. Bring it up. Slow squat. Stand tall. Good. We've got a couple more slow. This is one of our exercises today. This is actually our first exercise today. Good. One more slow. Lift. Down. All right, can we go a little faster? So it's hinge, stand, sit, and stand. So forward and up, down and up. One more. Good, hold it here. Start with a shoulder roll. Shoulder leads, then the elbow, and then the wrist and the hands. So nice, good backward rolls, up and back. 3, 2, now we're going to try to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to start to make it a little bit more of a circle. Think about doing the backstroke. Up and back. Good. 4, 3, 2, good. Right in the center, open and close. So open, close. Give yourself a nice big hug, a little stretch. Good. 4, 3, 2, all right, forward step and reach. So take it forward, pull it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 4, 3, 2, slow down the squat. We're going to reach it, not the squat, the lunge, reach it all the way up and come back. So slow lunge, reach it up. Slow lunge, reach. You need to do reverse lunges, that's okay. I'm going to keep going forwards. Reach, up. 2 more. 1 more. Good, let's take those arms all the way up. Pull it down, reach it to the ceiling. And I don't know if it's just from what I've done the last few days. My shoulders are burning today. 3, 2, good. Step it out to the side. Side lunge right here. Hold it in place. So a little side to side. Push the hips back towards your heels. 4, 3, hold it in the center. Cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. So open up the chest and then press the tummy in. So little tuck, little round. If you don't want to do the arch in the round, then you can just belly breathe. You'll keep your spine stable. 3. One more with movement. Good, hold it here. We're gonna roll it all the way up. Keep the legs nice and wide. Let's walk it out to our plank. So walk it all the way up, or all the way out. Hold, walk it all the way back up again. So I'm not gonna lie today, I'm struggling today, you guys. So if you're ever having a day like that, remember, getting in some movement is gonna help. So you'll probably feel better after we get going a little bit, but just start with light weights. You know, keep it body weight for a lot of the exercises if you need to. Keep it low impact, it's okay. Good, we're gonna go one more. Nice, good walk out. Walk it all the way back up. Bring it into the center. We're just gonna do our heel stomps or our mini jumps. So stomp, stomp, just like this. So stomp the heels down. And I really want you to think, I want you to focus on the stomp. Or if you want to jump, go for it. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink. All right. Today we have 8 exercises and we alternate between cardio and strength. You can absolutely do this entire workout body weight only if you want to, or for some of the exercises, you can grab resistance. Completely up to you. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. 8 exercises, 3 rounds. We're just gonna do 1 through 8, rest, 1 through 8, 1 through 8. So we're gonna start with 1 squat and 1 deadlift. And like I said, I'm gonna run body weight at least the first round and see how I feel. So 1 squat, 1 deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. So we're just gonna go ahead, and we have more than 8. What am I talking about? So 1 squat, 1 deadlift. There's actually 11. I don't know why I said there was 8, because normally I do 8. So 1 squat, 1 deadlift. There's actually 11. So I'm gonna have to fix the timer. And so what I might do is 2 rounds at 45-15, and then we might swap it to 30-10. We'll see how it goes today. Good, we've got 15 seconds. I'm so used to doing 8, and then I had to stop and realize that I did 11 on this one. But we're just gonna alternate between cardio and strength. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, 15 seconds rest. We're gonna go for jumping jacks. You can do low impact, you can do high. What you do with your upper body is completely up to you. You can do traditional jacks, clapping jacks, 2, and 1. So tap and tap. So if you do full jumping jacks, or even if you're doing low impact, make sure that we're not just tapping the toe out and forgetting about the hips. Hip leads, the knee and the ankle follow along. So this is taking the leg out, pulling it back in. Our next exercise is going to be lunges, and you are more than welcome to do forward or reverse. Good, we've got 10 seconds right here. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, 15 seconds rest, and we have lunges. Lunges, lunges. So I'm going to do reverse this round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just step it back, drop it down, and then stand tall. So if your feet start hip width apart when we step back, we also step back hip width apart. So sometimes we step back and we try to go onto a balance beam, or we take the legs really wide. So just hip width apart, step straight back or straight forwards. Drop the knee down towards the floor. Front knee is going to stay over your shoelaces. So sometimes we step back and then we keep our weight forwards. We want to step back, Weight is going to go back a little bit as well. Drop the back knee to the floor. 2 and 1. All right, we have skaters. Optional hop or knee drive. So skater, and you can do a knee drive. Skater, knee drive, or skater, hop, skater, hop. Good, time is on. So you can skate, you can just do regular skaters. So side to side, little cross behind, or skate, just a knee drive. Skate, knee drive, or skate, add a little hop. So it's a little jump, getting a little single leg work in here today. So this is going to be balance. This is going to be single leg. Good, 12 seconds. We're going to go pulsing curtsy lunges. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pulsing curtsy lunges. We're going to take it down. 3, 2, 1, and switch, and then go over to the other side. Good, in 3, 2, and 1. So we take it down. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Again, front leg is doing the work. We should feel this outer glute. Okay, we don't want to feel this in our knee, and we want to try not to feel this a lot in our quad. Now it's going to depend on the person, but if you're really doing a good job pushing through the heel and working the glute, you should hopefully feel this a little bit more side glute, hip area versus quad. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, burpee with a knee slap. So your option, hands down, step it back, step or hop forwards, knee slap, take it down, step it back, step it forward, knee, knee, and your time is on. Now you can take it to a chair or the floor, step it back, step or hop forwards, stand tall, knee slap, back, step it back, step or hop forwards, knee slap. So it's just a march. So again, step or hop it back or hop it forwards. I always step back. I do safe burpees. I always step back. Got 15 seconds. So step or hop, lift, lift. Next exercise is going to be mountain climbers. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. All right, mountain climbers, you can be on the floor, you can be at an incline, or you can do a nice slow and controlled march. We're focusing on core. 3, 2, and 1. So mountain climbers, hold a nice good plank, knee drive, knee drive, knee drive, knee drive. If you want to be at an incline, you're right here, hands on the seat of a chair. This is slow and controlled. We're focusing on core. If you need to stay standing, wrists are bothering you today, then go ahead and come up and do like a weighted march or just a march. You can have your arms up overhead. So this is going to challenge your core, believe it or not, if you have really good technique. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come back up to standing. We're gonna go for a high knee jog or jog in place or power march. This is our cardio. And then our last 3 exercises will be down on the floor. Here's 2 and 1. So you can just jog in place. If you wanna go a little higher impact, you can also just march. And instead of going, slow like we did with mountain climbers, I want you to go quicker. This is your cardio. This is meant to get your heart rate up. Now, if you can jog and get your thighs up high, then that's kind of a double whammy. Or mix it up. Do a little high, a little low. So you can do high knees, low impact, and then take it up for a jog. So you're going for a little jog, and then you get to the stairs. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do push-ups with rows. So you're gonna do push-up and then row and row. And you can do just incline push-ups, you can do just rows. It's completely up to you. In 2 and 1. So a push-up with a row is we just do a nice good push-up, come up, row right, row left. These are also called renegade rows. Now, if you just want to hold your plank position and do the rows without the push-up, you can. If you need to, since we're doing at least 2 rounds, you can do 1 round of push-ups or a banded chest press, something for your chest, and then you can do 1 round of rows. And then for the 3rd round, if we get to it, I would definitely just say do rows, but I have a feeling we're just going to do 2 rounds because that's going to give us 22 minutes, which is about what our workout tends to be. Good. Rest. All right. Forearm planks or bird dogs. Forearm planks or bird dogs. So forearm plank, instead of being on your hand, you're on your forearm and your elbow. Or, good, time's on, you can absolutely do alternating bird dogs. Reach it out, bring it back in. Incline planks, incline bird dogs are just fine. The challenge with the bird dogs especially is not to let your knees start to creep in and to round the low back and push the hips to the heels. We want to keep that nice stable tabletop position. So this is kind of your modification, focusing core stability. If you want to come down to your forearms, we're right here. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. All right, onto your backs. We're gonna do a crunch with a glute bridge. Now you can hold the glute bridge and then do the crunch, or you can do 1 crunch, 1 glute bridge. It's completely up to you. Good. So you can do crunch and then bridge. Crunch and bridge. It's a little more challenging, but you can do both at the same time. We just want to make sure on this one especially that we're not pulling our chin into our chest. I personally like to do one and then the other. I just have a little bit of a bigger range of motion there. So 1 up and then 1 up. So nice good crunch, and I even hold my crunch a little bit. Head stays off the floor when I do my bridge. So nice good crunch. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Give yourself a little bit of a break. If you are standing, stay standing. If you are on the floor, come to a seated position. Give yourself a minute. Let the blood figure out where it's supposed to go. And when you are ready, come up to a standing position. Grab a quick drink of water, and we're going to get ready for circuit number 2. Like I said, thinking about it, I think we're just going to do 2 rounds because that'll give us 22 minutes. And our workouts tend to be about 24 is usually my plan. So give yourself a little bit of a break, a little bit of a shakeout. We're going to get ready to do set number 2. I am going to add a little bit of resistance to this set. Not a lot. I'm grabbing my lighter weights versus my mediums or heavies. So getting ready. 1 squat, 1 deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. So we just bring it up nice and tall. 1 squat and 1 deadlift. Now if you want to keep this body weight, go for it. Nothing says you have to add resistance today. Sometimes we need a workout where we can just move our bodies, and we need a workout that we can do anywhere. So we need something that we don't have to have equipment for, and this is one of them. So nice good hinge, but you can always add resistance. So if you have access to this workout, you have access to equipment, use it. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dumbbells down if you've got them. We're going to go for our jumping jacks. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we just tap it out to the side. Again, I'm trying to keep it quiet today, but if you have the option, you feel comfortable with it, take it up. Now again, this is one where you can do 4 low impact ones and then maybe a couple of highs. So you just do a couple highs and then some lows. So you choose what's going to feel good today. So you can mix it up. You don't have to go from 0 to 60. You remember, we accelerate. So start with low, do a few low, and then try a few high. So it's a way to progress. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. We're going to go for lunges. And again, decide if you want to add resistance or not. I'm going to do forward lunges this round as well. 2, and 1. So step it forward, drop it down, press it, and come back up. So a little lunge and back. Now whatever lunge we do, that front knee stays over the shoelaces as much as you can. So it's really, instead of stepping forward and continuing to move forwards, we step forward and then I really think about dropping the back knee to the floor. I want to pick something up that's right next to that back knee. So it's a step and bring it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have skaters. We have that optional knee drive or your optional hop. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So skater, knee drive. Skater, knee drive. And you can just lift it, or you can do your skater knee drive and then just do like a little calf raise. So you don't even do a full jump, you do a calf raise. That's gonna work that ankle. It's gonna get you a little stronger, but keep it low impact. So this is really good core work. Even though we're not actually doing crunches, this is core. So again, you step, and then you lift that knee up. And it can be just a step, knee drive, brace the core, knee drive. 2, and 1. Good job. Pulsing curtseys. Pulsing curtseys. I feel like we're forgetting something, but I think we're good. Squat, jacks, lunges, skaters. Yeah. 2, and 1. So 3, 2, 1. Bring it up and switch. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Hips, knees, and toes. Stay pointing forwards right here. It's very tempting to turn our bodies, and we want to move our bodies in different ways, but for this one, a little bit of load, bring it up. And I forgot to grab my dumbbells, but this is a good one to do dumbbells. Good, we've got about 10 seconds. 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it up, shake it out. We have our burpee with our knee slap. So modify using a chair, couch cushion, or if you're comfortable, go to the floor. 2, and 1. So I shouldn't say couch cushion, I should say more like ottoman. Good, lift and lift. So squat down, hands to the floor or hands to your chair, step it back, step or hop forwards, stand tall, lift and lift. I take my legs wide, so I get them to about my hands or maybe a little bit wider than my hands when I hop forwards, but I think about using my core to pull my lower body in. And then we've got those 2 knee lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Mountain climbers or weighted march or incline mountain climbers. It's completely up to you, but it's a core focus. 3, 2, 1. And we can absolutely just have our hands lightly behind our ears. Focus on the stability and focus on not wobbling. We want to try to stay tall. Lift. So one leg lifts, the other leg pushes down. One leg lifts, the other one pushes down. So there's a way to do this without having to be on the floor or having to be on your hands. And I know for a lot of people, your wrist is bothering you. This isn't comfy. You can try putting your mat rolled up under the heel of your hands. That's a good way to elevate. Makes that angle at your wrist a little bit less. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Little rest. Coming back up to standing if you're on the floor. High knee jog, power march, whatever feels good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can jog in place, you can power march, you can jog, and then power march, pump those arms, and then jog. So honestly, this is marching, this is walking, and then you're climbing the stairs. Good. Just lift. So alternate between the two. And you can even just power march and then really lift those knees up high. So just a quick march instead of a jog. Lift, lift. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push-ups with rows. So renegade rows. Again, decide if you want to grab a couple of dumbbells or not for those rows. You don't have to. If you did chest presses or push-ups round 1, good, time's on. You are doing rows this round. I want you to get a little bit of both. Good, but you can just do push-up, lift, brace the core, row, and row. So take it down and lift, row, and row. I have my hands on my dumbbells. My hands are okay with this, at least for the 45 seconds. But if you need to have your hands on the floor, do your push-up, take it down, lift it up, then pick up your dumbbell to row, and pick up your dumbbell to row. Do that. Or stick with body weight. I find knees wide, toes wide, good. Rest makes it easier to keep your hips stable and level. All right, forearm planks or bird dogs. Forearm planks or bird dogs, or mix it up. 3, 2, 1. So you can do bird dogs for half and then finish with planks, or vice versa. So I know not everybody is comfortable being on their forearms, being on their elbows. You can do a forearm incline plank. You can do an incline bird dog. We're halfway through, so I'm going to go ahead and go down into my forearm plank and finish up with a little bit of a harder exercise. So just remember, we're not buns up and we're not buns down, reaching for the floor, and we don't want our shoulders up by our ears. Shoulders down and back in our back pocket. 2, 1. Carefully come down onto your backs. We're going to do a crunch with a glute bridge. If you want to do standing crunches, go for it. If you want to do farmer's carries, that's okay too. 2 and 1. Good. So we're going to crunch it up and down, and then bridge, lift, and down. So crunch up, down, bridge, and down. On that bridge, keep an eye on your hips. A lot of times our knees will start to go out or in. So we lift up and all of a sudden our knees are going out. We want to try to keep hips, knees, and toes in alignment. So we have to activate those inner thighs and those hip stabilizers to keep those knees where they need to be. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around if you need to. If you're standing, grab a quick drink of water. We're going to go for our stretching. So we're going to take our legs a little bit wide, and we're going to do a 90-90 flow. We're just going to stay tall. We're going to take both knees over to the right, and then we're going to fold forwards, bring it up, and then we're going to go over to the other side, 90-90, hinge, forward fold. So bring it up and over, and adjust your hips into a position that's comfortable. So you might have to take your heels a little farther out. You're going to be straightening your legs a little bit more. So just rotate, hinge it forwards, bring it in, rotate, hinge it forwards. We're going to do one more on each side. Good, and then take it over, little hinge. All right, take it over to the right, and we're going to adjust our legs as needed. But I'm going to pull my front leg back a little. We're going to focus on our back leg, and so we're going to lift it, the knee off the ground, like we do a clamshell, and then set it down. And now this is the hard part. We're going to try to lift our foot off the ground by rotating our hip in, and then set it down. So lift and down, lift and down. Good. Open, close, and then close a little bit more. Good. One more. Open, down, close. Good. Let's switch it over to the other side. So same thing. Find a position that works for you. We're going to lift the knee, set it down, rotate, set it down. Lift, down, rotate, and down. Good. Lift, set it down, rotate in, set it down. Lift, down, last one, rotate in, set it down. Bring it into the center. We're going to take our legs out straight. We're going to sit as tall as we can, and maybe that means leaning back. We're going to work our hip flexors really quick. So hands by the hips, sit nice and tall. We're lifting up here, not down here. So sit tall. We're going to lift up and set it down, lift up and set it down. And we want to try not to lean back, and we want to try not to crunch and bend our knees. So we're trying to sit tall. Hands can help support you. You might have to lean back just a little bit more. So if you hinge back, so not really leaning back, but hinging back, this is going to be a little easier. And then to make it a little bit harder, you sit up a little bit taller. And then some people might be strong enough to lean forward a little bit and then lift. If you feel cramping, you stop, you rest, let the body know it's okay, and then try again. Good. Two more right here. Lift and lift. Good. Bring it in. Bottoms of the feet touching. Little inner thigh stretch. You can pull up on your toes. Kind of try to drive those hips out. Again, sitting as tall as you can. Good. We're going to bring it in. We're going to take our legs out. So like we did 90-90, but I want you to try to pull your feet in as close as you can, and I want you to drive the elbows into your knees. Now, some of you might be able to do this with me and go into a deep squat. If you can't, no stress. This is just kind of pressing the elbows into the knees, little inner thigh stretch. Your feet might not come all the way in. You might still be out here, but I want you to try to sit as tall as you can, and then just drive those elbows into kind of the inside of your thigh, just above your knee. And we're going to take it out. So this is optional. Little inner thigh stretch, do what you can. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're going to flip it over, hands and knees. Little child's pose stretch. So nice, good hands and knees position. I like my toes tucked under. If you want a little bit more of a stretch and you're feeling pretty good, you can have your arms, your forearms on the seat of a chair. Just make sure we're trying to keep a neutral spine and we're really trying to stretch underneath the armpits. I'm going to walk a little forwards, buns in the air for me. This is more variation like puppy. A little bit more underarm stretch, a little bit of an arch of the back. If that's not for you, take it back, hips to heels. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pull ourselves forwards into a plank position. I'm going to point my toes, pull my shoulders down, and I'm going to drop my hips down towards the floor, variation of up dog or cobra. You have the option to go all the way down onto your tummy and rest your chin on your hands. Or you can be in Sphinx, so you can be on your forearms. It's whatever feels good for you. So if this is not comfortable, the whole goal is to lower the hips into the floor and to stretch the front of the hips. So it's more about your hips than your back and your tummy. Good. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands back to the knees. We're going to take our leg into a half kneeling position. This is a good time to come to standing if you don't want to be on your knees. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, a little bit of a press forward, and we're just going to hold. And then if you want to add a little bit of a side bend, you can. So whatever leg is down on the floor in back, that's the arm we're going to reach up. So we're getting kind of a double stretch, front of the hip, and a little bit of the QL in the side as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it in. Switch it over to the other side. So half kneeling or standing, lunge position. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute. A little bit of a push forwards. Hold that push forwards, and then again, reach it up towards the ceiling. So we're keeping the tuck, keeping the squeeze, stretching the hip, and then adding in a little side bend. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take that front leg, pull it back a little bit. Come up to a standing position. We're nice and tall. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Thumbs pointing forward. So we've opened up our chest. Externally rotated those shoulders a little bit. Good. Now shoulders down. We're going to take our elbows, palms facing up, shoulders down and back, elbows stay glued to your side, and we're just going to open and close. It's okay if your open and close is here. We just don't want to take the arms away. So shoulders down, open and close. This is internal, external rotation. Little bit of rotator cuff, but we're focusing on shoulder blade stability here. So there's no arching and rounding of our low back, or our upper back, I should say. We're just opening and closing. Here's 2. And 1. Bring it in. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Good. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. Good. Let's bring it into the center. Big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. And exhale. One more time. Big breath in. And out. And you are all done.